So this morning we're just going to do something very simple. We'll just do a body of light. So you don't have to think too much, you guys. I'm worrying also about the fire. Okay. Morning, Claire. Well, nice to see you. All right. So let's just settle into. I'm just going to fix the microphone. Just one tick. Let's just settle into meditation posture. And for those of you who are sitting at a desk with your feet down, make sure your feet are in a parallel position on the floor, not with your ankles crossed. All right. And that your knees are also parallel. And other than that, if you're sitting in the regular cross-legged position, you can have your sits bones slightly raised, maybe 2 inches or 4 inches. This will definitely help relieve any tension in the hips. And if your knees are tight, you can put a couple of cushions underneath. Shoulders are aligned with the hips, the hands in the meditation mudra, the right hand nestled in the left with thumbs touching. And just imagine your spine is a string of pearls of light stretching from the base all the way up through the crown of the head. And somebody is very gently lengthening your spine. And just take a nice deep breath. And whatever it is you need to do today, just let that be at the outside of this meditation time. You'll get to it soon enough. And your head is slightly tipped forward. The eyes are down, looking along the length of the nose. If they were open, you'd be looking at a spot about 2 inches ahead. And the tip of the tongue is on the roof of the mouth, and relax the jaw. And bring your awareness to the crown of the head and relax the scalp and the forehead, the eyes, the nose, the area around the mouth. Your lips can be slightly apart. Relax the jaw and the back of the head, the scalp there. Just let that go. And relax that area around the occipital bone at the base of the skull. And relax your ears, the inner ear, back of the tongue, the jaw again, the temples. And release any tension in the back of your neck, shoulders, shoulder blades. Just allow them to drop down. And relax the upper back if you can feel it. Relax the throat, the chest, belly, limbs, hands, fingers, and feet and toes. And welcome, Mary Jo. Just bring the mind to the breath, noticing the sensation of the air flowing in through the nostrils and out. As you're exhaling, you'll notice it's slightly warmer. If there's any sounds in your environment, just allow those sounds to be there. Notice what your mind is running towards, what it wants to push away. And then refocus your attention on your breath. If you can smell smoke, it's probably worrying your mind. Just try to let your mind relax around that, knowing that there's some incredibly professional people there who are taking care of the community as best they can. And notice your thoughts as they arise, abide and fall. And just allow exactly that. Imagine you're sitting back as an interested observer. Just watching without being engaged. And just bring to mind all the people of your life. Your loved ones, those people with whom you have constructive relationships. These people are supporting you. They love you. Your cousins, your friends, your spouses, your besties, colleagues. And then there's those people who you have some difficulty with. You feel uncomfortable around them. Maybe they've hurt you, you've hurt them. And then there's those people who fleetingly move in and out of our lives every day. We don't know them, but we see them in the traffic for maybe a minute while we're waiting at a light. They pass by us while they're in the bus, on the footpath. These are our strangers. Momentary connections. Hundreds and hundreds of them in our life. So we just try and remember that at any point in our life, people from these three different groups could change place in our life. A stranger could become a friend. Enemy could become a friend. And they're all deserving of our equal concern, even though we only really think about concern for our loved ones. And why? Because they all really wish to be happy. And they wish to be free from suffering. And they all have this unbelievable capacity for this enlightened mind, this pure, clear stuff that we all have within us. It's who you really are and who you've always been. So all these kind of negative thoughts we have are just layers of dirt on top, and they can be removed. So let's just bring the mind to the breath as we do our 9-round breathing. So just to remind everyone, as you're breathing in through your right nostril, just imagine you're breathing in blissful, radiant white light. And if it's helpful, you can count to 4 slowly as you're breathing in, and then pause at the top of the breath. And then as you're breathing out through your left nostril, you breathe out. It's all your kind of like it's attachment energy. It's sticky, it's oily. Neediness, wanting, unhealthy desire, not feeling enough, anxiety. You breathe this out as thick black yucky smoke, and it disappears into space. And you can also count down for 4. Then breathe in through your left nostril, blissful, radiant white light, and pausing at the top of the breath. And then breathe out through the right, all your anger energy, depression, grudges, jealousies, bitterness, a wish to harm. You just breathe that out as thick black yucky smoke. It disappears into space. Then breathe in through both nostrils. Blissful, radiant white light. Nice full breath, slow, steady breath. Pausing at the top of the breath. And then breathing out all of our ignorance. And at the conventional level, it's just not knowing things, not knowing how to get somewhere, being confused, misinterpreting an email or a text, not quite understanding what someone's saying. But at the level of Dharma, if you have any teachings on emptiness, karma, dependent arising, cause and effect, it's not really understanding this, that our actions have consequences. Our positive actions, our virtuous actions have consequences, positive consequences for us. So anyway, when you don't understand that, it's ignorance. So you breathe that out as thick black yucky smoke. So we'll do 3 sets of 3 in your own time. And when you finish, just bring your mind back to the breath and just feel. If you're not quite finished yet, don't worry. Don't rush. So now your mind is calm, clear. Imagine above the space of your head a sphere of white light, a little bit smaller than your head. And it's pure, transparent, and non-material. And don't worry if you can't quite see it sharply. It's just enough to feel that it's there. And just think, this sphere of light represents all the universal goodness and love and wisdom, compassion, kindness, the fulfillment of your own highest potential. Now imagine it decreases until it is about 1 inch in diameter, and it descends through the crown of your head. And from there it begins to, and it melts into you till it comes to your heart chakra. And from there it begins to expand once more, slowly spreading to fill your entire body. And just imagine as it does, all the solid parts of your body, they dissolve and become light. So your organs, your bones, blood vessels and tissues, your skin, your hair, the tiny, tiny cells, all become light, pure, translucent, white light. So focus on the experience of your body as a body of light. And think that all your problems, negativities and hindrances have completely vanished, and you've reached the state of perfection, of wholeness. And you feel serene and joyful. If any distracting thoughts, sounds, smells, objects appear in your mind, just let that dissolve into white light. So we'll meditate like this for about another 5 minutes. When you notice your mind wandering off, just very gently bring it back. Dissolve your distraction into white light. And if you're really distracted, you can just bring the mind back to the breath. Then bring your mind back to this body of light. So just feel the weight of your sits bones on your seat, your hands in your lap. Bring the mind back to the breath. And just think as you move out into your day, take your good heart with you, share it with others. And let's just dedicate all the positive energy we've created this morning doing this meditation together to all the people of your life, to all sentient beings, thinking particularly of all the people affected by the fires down there. And everyone down there, please do take very good care. And I hope to see you tonight, Coral. I want to make sure you're okay. Okay. Lots of love, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Take care. See you later.